Mission Impossible Impossible episode 5. We just recorded 20 minutes of it and then the camera died and like didn't save anything for some reason. So here we are again. Fucking I'm gonna keep these batteries at the ready. Just in case. Super Baby Geniuses 2.
Yep. Oh, we got a new sponsor.
Oh, a new sponsor, Aunt Kathy's high quality dildos.
Dishwasher safe.
And other sex toys. Dishwasher safe, can get in and around your intestines just fine. Shove them any orifice you would like.
They're bendy, and they don't break.
And they don't prolapse your anus. Guaranteed 100% no prolapse
Never
guarantee.
prolapse.
It's right on the back, right on the package, and super safe.
Fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have a new sponsor every episode, so stay tuned for those. And yeah.
So
okay.
we, last time we just started with like a plot breakdown.
Plot breakdown.
Movie starts off with the 4 main character babies, which we should point out are definitely not the babies on the cover.
Definitely not.
I don't know where they got those babies from. Those are actual babies. The kids in the movie, they're like 2 to 3 years old. Yeah, they're not in that. So.
No.
And
this one's like got some 90s wig on. It's fucking amazing.
And nobody wears sunglasses in the movie, so I don't know. That I don't know. Maybe that's in the first movie. I didn't see the first one.
I feel like Kahuna might have at some point. Kahuna's the main.
Kahuna might have wore sunglasses, maybe. But anyway, it starts off with the 4 kids. They're talking, and then the mom, who is, I forget her name, but she was in Kingpin. She's super hot. And Scott Baio has 2 cell phones up to his ears, and he's super stupid busy. Frickin', and the mom's just saying, "You think the babies are talking to each other? I think they have a secret language." And Baio can't be bothered. He's just like, yeah. So they cut back to the babies, and the babies they're sassing it back and forth, you know.
Yeah, they're chopping it up. They're baby chopping it up, just cutting back and forth with the terrible. Well, not terrible, but matching up the audio with it's like a dubbed anime, and just like, you know, the lips aren't matching up with the audio.
Anyways, they cut to, this is where you meet Kahuna. It's Kahuna, right? Not Hakuna? No, it's Kahuna. I'm thinking of
No, it's Kahuna.
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 Yeah, Kahuna. This is when you first cut to Kahuna. He's beating up Nazis, taking care of this guy, Biscayne, right?
Biscayne, yes.
Biscayne. And Hakuna is the world's biggest badass. He's a 10-year-old, and he has superpowers, and he's just kicking everyone's ass. He's flying around, doing all these like scissor kicks, running around in circles, just kicking people while he's spinning around.
Killer fight scene.
Yeah,
in the beginning.
The fight scenes are what make this movie so terrific. Really enjoyed that. So he thwarts Biscayne back in World War II era. You cut back to present day with Scott Baio, double cell phone Scott Baio, and he's you see Biscayne again, and he has another like plan for world domination where he's gonna brainwash all of the children, put out this TV show with subliminal messages in it, and like take over the world that way.
Right, he's an evil bastard, Biscayne.
So evil.
And then Kahuna, the main baby, how does he choose the those 4 babies? Was it just random, or?
Because Scott Baio is partnering with Biscayne to run that TV show,
right.
He does, unbeknownst to him, that they're putting in the messages.
Mm-hmm.
So he's linked. So he uses the babies for help.
I see. And Kahuna recruits these 4 super babies. Well, they're not super babies yet. They get their powers via Kahuna.
They are geniuses.
In his Willy Wonka warehouse castle makeshift thing, whatever.
Yeah, so Kahuna takes the babies in, and he has like a secret layer, which is legit ripped off It's legit. It's Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Copy-paste, basically.
It's the same thing. They even like arrive on a boat. Like,
Yeah, dude.
when we first said it, you're like, that might be the same exact set, and I think so too, because it looks so similar to the point where
there's a river through the middle,
Yeah.
and there's shit on the other side, and it's all wonky and colorful.
Yeah.
If there was a specific set for that, it's the same one. It's got to be.
I believe it.
And then the 4 main babies that aren't Kahuna, because there's 4 main babies, then Kahuna is the main mofo. Get their powers, I guess, on it was the first visit to the Wonka place, right?
Yeah, they walk into that like imaginarium or whatever it is where you realize your true self, and they become super powered.
The imagination station.
The imagination station, exactly. Yeah, but then they don't agree with their powers. Like the sassy Mexican baby, she's I should just say Spanish. I don't know if she's Mexican, but she's Spanish. Oh fuck, I'm racist. The sassy Spanish baby. 3-year-old, I should say too. They're not babies, but she's like, oh, she's Cupid, and she's like, I'm a hard ass bitch. I'm not fucking Cupid, you know.
She's sassy with a tough exterior.
Yeah.
They all get the opposite of what their personality is.
Yeah, and then the wuss one gets Captain Courageous, and then I guess the opposite of the black baby is not bouncing, because he just gets bounce boy, and he just bounces around.
They're like, let's just add another superpower. We don't know what this is. And I guess the dum dum gets boy genius.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
'cause
really
he's
is a
like
dum dum though.
Yeah, they're stupid babies.
That kid is a dum dum, and they really try to hit home him being the main character. Like he's constantly talking to Hakuna and Kahuna. Damn, I can now that I said it, I can not get it out. Kahuna. He's constantly like buddying up with them, wants to leave his family to become a super baby with him, and he's like, yeah, you got the greatest gift of all, kid. You got your family, you know. Hey, and that's how Kahuna talks.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta do the backstory of Kahuna again.
Yep.
So his dad was concocting some sort of super potion serum thing, and Kahuna accidentally gets his hands on it, or doesn't really get his hands on it, and just kind of drips off of the table into Kahuna's mouth, like one droplet.
Yeah.
Does he keep drinking it? Well, it gives him all the superpowers, and he's like immortal now. But doesn't he keeps drinking it, right? Like that's his thing. Like this is juice now.
They say real quick that he concocted that formula on his own after his father passed. Mm-hmm. Kahuna like came up with that, and it's pretty much just like super steroids or something like that, or Popeye spinach.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps it in a baby bottle, and when he gets backed into a corner, he'll slurp it down, and essentially just muscles ripping out through his jacket or whatever the hell he's wearing, and then he just fucks shit up. Like when he drinks that intense steroids, HGH or whatever it is, he goes fucking nuts. He goes bananas.
Goes insane. Muscles ripping out of this shirt.
Dude.
It's goddamn awesome.
So yeah, that's how Kahuna was formed.
Boom. With his Powerpuff Girl dad, sugar spice and everything nice.
Yeah, what do they call it? Chemical X or
Chemical? Yeah.
X? All right. Oh, and he has an older brother who's like jealous because the dad who accidentally gave his son immortality likes him more than the older son.
That's because Kahuna's way more awesome now.
Yeah, because it's fucking Kahuna. Everyone likes
baby.
Kahuna. We should have this conversation again because I enjoyed it. Would you, I'm going to propose it to you now, to you, would you trade your life now to be Kahuna? You're a 10-year-old who's immortal and trapped in a 10-year-old body. You amass a delve of fucking knowledge because you live forever, and you have superpowers. Like he's legit walking on the walls. Freaking super strength, and you know, you've seen it. Kahuna has some awesome fucking powers.
Yeah, he's totally sick. And he seems to be some sort of genius level.
And he's
like
a genius.
builds like crazy stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, the problem is with being the 10-year-old is that you can't fuck.
Yeah, so you have not gone through puberty. And you would drink, but you would get so fucked up because your little 10-year-old liver would, it wouldn't that would.
But could he just handle it too? Because he's superhuman. If you were to be Kahuna like that.
So, all right, would you? Yeah, let's say you
level.
can. Let's say you can get fucked up.
Let's say you can get fucked up, but you can't fuck.
You can't fuck though. There's no way because he hasn't gone through puberty.
Okay. Live forever. That's gotta be so fucked, man. Living forever. As cool as it would be.
I think if I had to sign up for it, I definitely would. You know, if it was like live forever or live till 80, I'd be like, live forever.
Yeah. At age 10?
No, not at age 10.
If I had like ideal, I'd stop at like mid 20s. Yeah, 21, mid 20s, and live forever there. But at 10, that's still tough, man. Be fucking what? How tall are people normally at 10? Like 4 feet.
He's real small. He's a small guy.
He's a shorty. Answer for that would be no, but if I could fuck and drink and be 10 years old.
I would take fucking over drinking. As long as I could do that, I'd be fine. That'd be, like...
Fucking over drinking? Yeah, I would pick fucking over drinking too. Fuck drinking.
Fuck drinking.
Fuck, yeah.
Drink fucking.
Yeah, so the answer, I wouldn't be kahuna though in his situation.
No.
No way.
If like also somehow he went through puberty and could fuck even with his like little 10-year-old dick, I would take that then in a heartbeat. Then that's fine. I could fuck, and I'm kahuna. So obviously the women who are attracted to a 10-year-old boy might be a little questionable, but they'll be attracted to the fucking for me saving their life. For me like legit just being a goddamn hero.
Just be like, boom. On that. Do you think there's a lot of like pedo women? And it's just like not.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of female teachers that fuck their.
And it's just not like
high school students. At least that's the ones you hear about.
And
you almost never hear about the other way around, but I'm sure it happens more the other way around. Males fucking female students.
Yeah. Fucking. Well, there was this one guidance counselor in my school that I actually had her, and like she was making like weird passes at me, and I was too young. I didn't know what the fuck.
Okay.
What was going on. She was like, I couldn't like read the situation yet, but now looking at it, I'm like, this grown woman was totally pedophile, and she was caught fucking
really
a fucking 14-year-old kid.
And she was the guidance counselor?
And she was the guidance counselor.
You missed your chance, man. You could have been a 14-year-old
I know,
sucker.
she was actually hot too, dude. But yeah, she the administration found out, and she got fired, and it was like a big thing. It was like in the newspaper and shit.
Yeah.
And
she's lucky that's all that happened.
Yeah, but that kid is mad hood, and I think they're still together. Like for some reason, like they actually like stuck together for a while.
Love, I'm not gonna laugh at somebody's love,
But that kid was like super hood, and he was in this gang, and I was like friends with one of the kids in there, and like we went to parties at his place.
Oh, who's not gonna fuck that kid? He's in a gang?
Yeah, he's like, they were in a gang.
I don't blame that teacher.
They just like fought people all the time, and like they sold drugs.
That guy sounds awesome.
But I would always go to parties over there and just hang out with them. And after she got fired, she started showing up at these parties.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was like 14, 15. It was like, I think sophomore high school. So I think that's like 16, actually. But like she was my guidance counselor like 6 months ago, and then I saw her at a party, and she's like smoking a blunt with like these kids and shit. It was fucking good, man. Yeah, I think guys just don't like complain about that. Like if a teacher like took advantage, if a female teacher took advantage of you, I mean, how mad are you gonna be?
Yeah, it's usually, well, I guess it matters how it goes down. Normally it's like consensual, and then the only reason they get found out is because they're fucking bragging about it and who won it to like everybody. It's like, oh yeah, Miss Rebecca or whatever, like, fucked her. And they're like, no fucking way, dude. Like, hey, check out this text. And it's like, let me see that. And you're like, oh yeah, I'll send that to you, no problem. And now everybody, just...
There were definitely, in my school, I mean, there were some girls definitely banging these gym teachers. Because the gym teachers were like really young guys, and they were like dirt bags, like young. They're like 20s, like mid 20s, late 20s.
Yeah, if they're fucking high school students. They're definitely dirt bags.
Yeah.
I always had really overweight gym teachers. I think I don't know why. You wouldn't think so because it's like physical education, but just so happened to go that way.
They're like the look down upon teachers, I guess, compared to like. I mean, what do you need to be a gym teacher?
Well, yeah, you still need a bachelor's degree, but you would need it in like some kind of like kinesiology. I don't know the word, but like, you know, some kind of like athletic field, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I always wish like I learned more about. I mean, we probably did learn about it. I just didn't fucking pay attention, like nutrition and like more physical stuff. They probably taught us all that, and I just wasn't paying attention, so I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, things were different because they had. When, I mean, at least when I was growing up, they had the food pyramid, which I guess Michelle Obama said is completely wrong. So now the food pyramid that doesn't even exist anymore. Because like the thing they wanted you to eat the most was like bread and carbs and stuff, you know?
Yeah, and that just doesn't make any sense for. Yeah, it doesn't make. I had to like learn everything. I'm still freaking learning about eating. I've been like trying to focus on it for the past like few years or so. But the fuck were we talking about? We're talking about baby dicks.
Talking about baby geniuses. We're talking about nutrition. Do they eat anything in the movie?
Nah, I don't.
He
think
just
so.
drinks that bottle.
He just drinks that bottle and.
Yeah. We should talk about the babysitter, who, if she's 17, not attracted to her at all. But if she's 18, she has like beautiful lips, and she's real hot.
She is. I like blonde girls, man. She's right? Like dirty blonde. But
Yep.
She was hot, and he had guy from what's the show? The guy.
Shameless. The Shameless boyfriend guy. Her and him are hitting it off. That was like one of the love connections.
Didn't they have some like weird date where they like got interrupted?
It was like the world's smallest date where all that happened was they were about to kiss. Like maybe it was like 5 minutes.
And then something interrupted them, no?
Yeah, Kahuna was like, "I need you."
Yeah. Boy Courageous. It's either Boy Courageous or Boy Genius had like a total boner for Kahuna and like wanted to be just like him.
Yeah, Boy Genius.
He's like, I want to be like you, Kahuna. He's doing like a weird thing.
What he was saying did not match his body language. His body language is like, "Bye, Kahuna." He's like, "Oh, I'll see you later." And then like it's like, couldn't you get one of the other babies that was like normal to play like the main character?
Yeah, it seemed like the Spanish baby was the most like developed. Like everything she did was
the black
master.
The black baby just kept saying like sassy, like black quips. Like he never said more than like 3 words.
Like just token stuff. Like,
yeah.
Like, yeah, we did it like that. Totally racist.
I know, yeah. But you're not being racist. You're just repeating what that happened in the movie.
It did happen. Twins, triplets.
Oh, every baby of the 4 is a twin. This way they could like film a bunch of baby stuff and not have to break any like labor laws. Filming one kid and for 8 hours straight or whatever. And Kahuna is a triplet.
Yeah, Kahuna's a triplet.
3 Kahunas.
Damn. So maybe you said in the last movie Kahuna was in it, but it might not have been Kahuna. Well, I guess it could have been any one of the
cast. I was looking at the cast. The other movie was made 5 years previous to this, and Kahuna's in it. So he's 10 there, so he must have been 5. So maybe he played one of the babies. I don't know. He had a different character name in the movie, but he was the only character that I saw that was from one movie to the other. Did you see the first one?
No.
I didn't.
So 5 years later, they were like, it's time for the sequel. Fucking, I think the battery just died on the other one.
Okay.
Not before, which fucked everything up. Anyway.
Film attributes.
We'll
say plot. Plot to the movie? I liked it.
It was solid. There were no weird moments where I'm like, why is this happening? Or whatever.
Yeah, nothing that really like struck me as like, why would that character do this? I even like the reveal at the end when you find out Biscayne is Kahuna's older brother, and I was shocked, I was it was like my Vader fucking father moment, like fucking it was well done. They didn't they didn't like foreshadow it so much that like it was like super obvious to the point where it was like, yeah, no shit, so I enjoyed that.
Yep, plot we'll say is really good.
Yep. Acting, the characters.
Acting, like I said before, the baby acting is obviously terrible because they're babies.
Kahuna just has a weird nature about him.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at his face just on the cover. It's just like Well, on the back, he looks pretty giddy.
I don't think that's in the movie. Him on the back.
Golden helmet.
Maybe. Does he ride a golden helmet?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't know.
But, what is, I mean, all the other people, like John Voight does a great job. He's very cartoonish. I mean, he's John fucking Voight, so he's always going to do a good job.
It's just like that animated kid movie acting, like
yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh, his assistant and was pretty funny most of the time, just being a little bitch all the time. It's
yeah,
funny.
He's professional jacket taker honor and taker offer.
Oh, his jacket.
Always taking the jacket on off. He wanted something else, the other guy would do it. Like that guy, his job was for jackets.
He's a jacket guy. Just jacking it.
Oh, and the special jacket he wore.
That's what I'm talking. The leather patch on it. Very interesting jacket.
I liked it.
It was just like all fabric, and then like not even like just like the elbow or like the weird doctor thing. It was down his whole side. Was just leather.
Yeah, just one little. Yeah, just one
brown
leather patch, and only on one side, not the other. And I thought that was a good choice.
I thought it was stylish.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Let's see, we got good badness, like so bad it's good, like it's good moments. I feel like there were a lot of those goofy kind of good badness.
Yeah, I mean, I think because the last movie we saw was the final. No, what was it called? The Butterfly Effect 2. Fucking that was just so bad in every way that this movie really had such a low bar. And I watched it and I had a good time watching it. It was nice. I was expecting nothing because I see it on so many bottom lists, but you know, it definitely reaches that so bad it's good, and it's not like the plot is bad at all. So you're really like hooked when you're watching it, and the action scenes are good, so you're interested the whole time. You know,
it was definitely good, but there was, like you said, there's definitely contrast from the last shit show we watched, which was just craziness.
And that I feel like affected my viewing of it because I came in with such low expectations. I was like, wow, this is like watchable. So that was a huge win.
If it was like the Butterfly Effect, we may not have made another podcast ever again.
I might not be alive anymore.
That may have been the last of it. They would have found us with fucking flies stinging at our eyes and shit in my apartment.
Yeah. With the title sequence of fucking whatever the Butterfly Effect movie was, just playing on the TV.
Yeah.
It'd be like watching the Cell videotape or whatever. The Ring videotape.
Let's see. Any other attributes? I don't know. Those are pretty good, those three.
Yeah, I mean, next time if we think of more, we could always add it.
We're constantly refining it every episode. We're adding more stuff.
Seeing as we just talked about attributes, you want to rate it now?
Sure. This one isn't getting any turd sandwiches.
We're not giving this one a turd sandwich. So fuck everyone who has that on a bottom 100 list, bottom 10 list. You need to fucking actually watch the movie. You can't just, that movie shouldn't have been made, and you half watched it and.
Yo.
What the fuck?
We're filming a podcast here!
Hey, forget about it.
I don't know if it picked up on the other, but there's some asshole blaring his horn. And we're also just in a random parking lot at
Bounce You.
Bounce You.
Bounce You.
Yeah, but we're giving movies that we like. It wasn't painful to watch. We're giving them better sandwich.
Yeah.
Than the turd sandwich, which
I want to do ice cream sandwich. You could do pastrami sandwich. I don't care. If you don't, I
like ice cream.
Ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, get the little but what kind? Like cookie, or like the brown, like rectangular one.
I was thinking like the longer. Like when I think of an ice cream sandwich, I think of like the long one, the long rectangular.
It's two like brown cookies and
then two brown cookies with like the vanilla ice cream in the middle.
Right?
That's just standard. Why, do you have an ice cream sandwich?
That's the one I was thinking
of. Choco Taco, I guess?
No, I'll go with the standard rectangular.
Or the one with the two cookies. What's that one?
It's just the cookie.
Chocolate chip cookie.
Ice cream. That one's always too much for me, though. I like the square one. You leave it out for like a minute, and then like the cookie's soft, and then it's just deliciousness.
Yep. You can unwrap it like a banana, and you don't have to get your hands all like covered, so you can just eat it as you go and push the last little bit. But
delicious.
that movie was a lot like that. This movie, it's unfair to give this movie a turd sandwich.
No, I can't. It's
even just to say one, like, oh, it's a low amount of turd sandwiches. It's like, no, it was rather enjoyable. I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, how many ice cream sandwiches would you give it?
so, but that's the thing is the so the negative is like going backwards in turd sandwiches. Like, if we're going up to 10 in ice cream sandwiches, if we gave it a 10, does that mean it was like really fucking good and we actually were like on the edge of our seats? Like,
that means it's one of the best movies you've ever seen in your entire life.
So we can't go too far into ice cream sandwiches.
I'm not going too far. I think
this
I have
is
a good
really
idea.
just, it's a negative 10 to plus 10 rating system we have right now. I'm gonna go 3.
Three's good. I was gonna say 1.
Okay.
Because it was enjoyable, so it does pick up on the goodness. So I would say we're averaging 2 right now.
Okay, I'll go with 2. I think that's fair.
Two is fair, and 1 is a little harsh of me considering the fight scenes.
Well, it's still
that are very enjoyable.
Yeah, like we're just like into the positive, so we're still not saying it's like a good movie. It's still 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. But we just set the bar so low that everything.
Oh man.
I don't know. I'll watch like TV commercials I enjoy more than
fucking Butterfly Effect. Fucking stupid ass 2.
Fuck that movie.
Pisses me off. Yeah, so 2 out of 10 ice cream sandwiches. Official undisputed rating.
Official.
If you think anything else, you can die in a fire.
Yep.
Movie idea? Your movie idea?
Oh, okay. So yeah, this one is not fucking well thought out. It has a lot of room for. I just thought of the movie title first, and then I was like, all right, well, we can just make a movie after. But
yeah, let's spitball
it. Super Baby Geniuses 3, Back to the Future 4, but the movie will be taglined Baby Got Back to the Future.
You told me this earlier. I was laughing.
And then I thought of that tagline first, and then I was like, all right, well, you can just make a movie from that. So I was thinking pretty much Kahuna is out doing superhero stuff, except now because he's a genius and he has like a Willy Wonka lair, he starts going through time and just beating people throughout history, just like seriously saving people's lives, whenever he wanted.
There's just like a montage. He like takes Hitler out, punches him in the face,
Hitler.
Boom.
Yeah.
Next person, Willy Wonka, even though he's not really evil, just boom, takes him out.
Boom. He DDT's fucking Osama bin Laden. He just
it's Kahuna in a place we've never seen him before. Boom.
So you got all those awesome scenes you could do of Kahuna just erasing all of Earth's follies throughout history, whatever.
Great fight montage character.
So Doc Brown's picking up like, oh, I'm seeing all these like this activity, like time's being changed, and I'm picking up all these like time pass particles are in the air. I'm registering that someone's fucking with time. Oh my god, I gotta go and stop this thing. They don't know the true repercussions. Blah 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 blah. Jumps in the DeLorean. Fucking finally he starts to he figures out who is fucking with time, and it's Kahuna and the 4 babies. This is when we find out, because it's not mentioned in the first 3 Back to the Futures, but this is when we find out that Doc Brown is a huge pedophile. It's interesting. We were talking about pedophiles before.
There we go, full circle, baby.
Full circle, because Doc Brown is one, and he wants to fuck those babies. So now they're traveling through time. He's fucking driving after him in his DeLorean, and frickin' they're in Kahuna's like rocket car helicopter thing that he drives around in, and that's pretty much like the meaty chunk and potatoes of the movie. And then I really didn't think of an end. Like I said, this is not all that very well thought out. It's mostly title.
Maybe got Back to the Future.
It shouldn't. He shouldn't get them, because that would be a bad ending. Like if Doc Brown's just ends up with him molesting the kids. That's not good for anyone. So like,
yeah, it'd be a weird.
It would be, yeah. I mean,
he just like closes the door with like a bunch of them in the room. He's just like, and that's the ending. Okay,
he got him.
Movies with just opposite endings.
So I don't know. The ending would obviously they'd have to freaking, beat Doc Brown. Maybe you find out Doc Brown's been brainwashed the whole time by Biscayne, and that's the only reason he was doing it. So Doc Brown saves his, saves his image by the end of it. But
I like it.
yeah,
Maybe got Back to the Future.
Title's the best part of that.
Honking again.
Oh, next episode.
Oh yeah.
I want to put Chris on the spot and say his favorite sequel of all time. This way, we'll watch a movie that we both enjoy.
I gotta think of something right now.
You don't have to think of something right now. I did. Yeah, I can tell you what mine's gonna be.
Okay.
Empire Strikes Back.
All right.
I was gonna do The Two Towers, or Return of the King. They're both excellent movies. They're like some of my favorite movies.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, those are some good ass movies,
Oh
man.
yeah, dude, I can watch those. They're lengthy, but I don't give a fuck.
If we watch Lord of the Rings, well, I got the 4-hour ones. You can pop those on.
Fuck
If you ever seen those, it's just as good. It was tough to pick between those, but I figured just Empire Strikes Back was just that's a perfect movie. It's the best Star Wars movie in my opinion.
Oh, I like the Harry Potter ones, Harry Potter movies.
Yep. What would you say is the best of them though?
It's kind of I've gone back and watched.
The Phoenix one is pretty good.
Yeah, I've gone back and watched like the really early ones.
Yeah.
And they're kind of hard to watch.
Okay. Yeah.
Like 1 and 2 at least.
Yeah.
When they're like really really young. Definitely, yeah. 4 and 5 are really good. I kind of forgot how the last ones went down because
it was like the last two it was a 2-parter where they have like the whole cruxes
Deathly
the whole
Hallows and
time.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those were okay. They seem to drag a bit, and like. I mean, not a lot of stuff happens. They're like walking around the woods for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember seeing like good Harry Potter sequels. I think the Order that one is the one that I really liked. I think, but I don't know which one it is.
Yeah. All right. Let's freaking wrap it up. We'll just
All right.
how should we sign it off? Just like
our sign off is like us discussing how we should sign off every time and not knowing how to do it.
I usually edited it down to just like, all right, we'll see you later.